Hello friends, welcome to this edition of the Powerful Words. In this program, we understand the true meaning behind some of these common words that we use on our day-to-day basis. And today we are discussing some of these very powerful words starting with alphabet T. And let's go down the dictionary and understand more about these powerful words. The first word on our list today is tactful. So, if you are a leader and if you are a CEO, you have to be very tactful in conveying certain aspects about the company, about the product, and generally, you have to be very tactful when you deal with people because tact is a true depiction of your intelligence, of your understanding. Therefore, tactful, we use this word very loosely on a day-to-day basis, but the true meaning is that you have to really be tactful, use the right words to convey the meaning that you want to convey to people, because people are judging you all the time. When they are talking to you, they are definitely profiling you. So you have to understand that when you are speaking, people are judging, and therefore you have to be tactful. It doesn't matter what kind of forum you are in. You could be in a very high profile meeting, or you could be in a very mundane kind of situation, but you have to make a habit of being tactful all the time. And if you are more tactful and if you are very good in your speech, this is a very good habit to develop, because it will take you far into your leadership journey. So think about it, friends. Being tactful is absolutely critical for a leader, or more so if you are a CEO. So let's go to the next word, and the next word is talented. Well, no substitute for talent. People say that even though you are very rich and you can hire hundreds of people, but if you don't have talent of your own, hundreds of people whom you have hired will not respect you. So whatever the case may be, you have to basically make sure that you have some talent in you, because talent sells. And if you don't have talent, you will not get anything, not even respect from the people who are below you, who are your juniors. I'll tell you the reason for this, because whenever you're a CEO or a leader of a team, why you are a leader? Simply because you are much more experienced and talented than your team members, and therefore your team members are always looking up to you for guidance. And if somehow this is exposed that you are less talented than your team member, then the team member will not respect you, because they don't get anything in return from you. They already know what they need, and then they start looking for a new leader. So therefore, acquiring talent is a lifelong quest. You have to keep acquiring talent all your life, and if there is no limit to how much you can acquire. You cannot say that I have acquired everything. There is, even at the age of 80, you can actually learn new things. So being talented is a very good virtue, and you have to make sure that you are acquiring new knowledge. And something which is very relevant for businesses, which is tailor made. No customer is looking for something very generic. And given a choice, every customer who deals with you wants a solution which is tailor made for him, which is specifically created for him, and that creates a value. So when you are a CEO, you have to come up with these innovative ideas, innovative solution, where the solution that you are, or services that you're selling to your customers, it appears that it has been made for them, and that is a talent. Similarly, when you're hiring people, the job has to be tailor made for those people who are working there. It should be a seamless fit. So when it is a seamless fit, people feel very natural in that environment. And therefore, if you are a leader and if you are a CEO and if you are able to make that situation which appears tailor-made for that particular person, this is the amazing combination. And therefore, this is not easy. This comes from experience, but if you are a CEO or a leader, you must try to build a tailor-made kind of a situation for your company, for your products, and also generally when you talk to people, when you hire people, you create their positions also which are tailor-made for them. Most important activity that you can do as a leader and as a CEO is take charge. Well, take charge is something where it means that you have to lead all situations from the front. It should not happen that you start sending your team out and say that, hey, go and handle the situation. You have to handle the situation so that your team can follow through. So just like in the case of battle, the captain goes first. Now, if the captain stays behind and says that, oh, go, please go and win this land, who will go? Nobody will go. So captain has to lead by example. Similarly, if you are a leader, you have to take charge, and take charge is very powerful. The true meaning is you have to literally take charge of the situation, whatever the situation may be. Now, this is a nature basically. There are people who wants to have a laid back life. They don't want to take too many pains in their life, but then there are other set of people who wants to take charge in everything, whatever they do. If they are basically playing volleyball, they will take charge and try to be captain. So it's a basic nature, and I think if you are a leader, you must develop this basic nature of taking charge in everything. Even if you are doing basically an extracurricular activity in your company, you must take charge and make sure that it is this activity is very good. It is being created using perfections and so on. So if you will not be able to create perfection if you are not able to take charge. So take charge is a very good virtue to have. And then teachable. You must identify the people who can be molded. And when I say teachable, it is again sniffing the right talent. You must build a team not based on their experience, their qualifications, and just use a cookie cutter approach to build a team. Instead, you must choose the people who are open-minded just like you. And when you're open-minded, your team is also open-minded. They will be open to new ideas, and this is exactly what you want. Therefore, like you expect your team to be teachable, that means moldable, or basically falling in groove with the ethos and strategy of the company. You must first start with that kind of a attitude. You must be teachable yourself, because if you're not open-minded, then this law you cannot impose on others. People say that you must preach what you practice. So you must be teachable. That means you are open to new ideas. Similarly, your team must be teachable. That means they must be open to new ideas. And this creates a very good ecosystem. So teachable is a very simple word. It is used in school by teachers, and every day we hear it several times. But the true meaning is to basically be open-minded so that more information can get into your mind and get processed. And then while doing all this, you must have a nature which is like a temperate climate. But temperate climate is very, very versatile climate. There are lot of things happening in that climate. There is rain happening. There is organic growth happening. The trees are growing, and everything looks lush, green, fresh. So when you are, when we try to equate temperate with human nature, it actually means that a lot of things are happening within you. You are always live and green like a tree. You are always looking fresh. So when you say that you are looking temperate, it basically means that you are fresh, bubbling with ideas, never short of energy, and even at 8 p.m. in the night you still look fresh and energetic. And that is again a very important skill, and it's, believe me, it is not easy. It's quite difficult, but it requires practice. It is basically a state of mind. It is not something that we need to keep eating food to remain very energetic. It is just state of mind which needs to be developed, and that is why it is important to talk about this slightly less used word, but it has a very profound meaning. And the last word today is tenacious. You know, most of the people who are tenacious, they keep failing, but they never let go what they want to learn. Even if they take years to master that. So, you as a human being, as a leader, as a CEO, you must be tenacious. You must be looking at the goal all the time, making sure that your eyes are never off the goal. Whatever the situation are thrown at you, you are tenacious in achieving this goal, and that the tenacious nature will help you remain on the path to success. And success is not something which will come on day one. It's just like that. Success requires a lot of dedication, a lot of sacrifices, and therefore being tenacious help, because it is your nature. You don't want to let go anything. You don't want to leave any stone unturned, and that is what the tenacious nature is. Now, tenacious is again and not a very common word, but I kept it because it is important to be tenacious if you are a leader and a CEO. So friends, these are some of these words that I thought I will talk about in today's program. And this is something, the powerful words that we thought, starting with T, we will cover. And I'd like to know what you think about whatever I've explained. Do you think these are important attributes to have as a CEO, as a leader? I look forward to receiving your comments. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you again in the next one.